just saw the Minions. Today, I watched the most important movie to have ever graced cinema. That is Minions Rise of Gru. So, I watched it. I actually did wear this, but I didn't wear it for long because no one in the theater was wearing this. It's really a tragic day in our society. But I wore it. I don't think it's even buttoned up correctly, but I don't care. I watched it, and it was one of the best things to have ever been made by a human being. I'm not lying about that. It was one of the best things ever created by man. True cinema, animation, the story, the characters, the best movie ever created. But if I'm being real though, all memes aside, the actual movie was actually pretty good. Like, to be honest, like, I actually really liked the movie. And keep in mind, this was made by Illumination, so it's, like, not gonna be the best thing, but for what it is, it's good. It's good. Like, honestly, it's actually a lot better than a lot of, other ones they've made. Basically, it's about Mini Gru, and there will be spoilers in this, by the way, if you care about spoilers. Basically, there are villains, and all the villains are trying to get Gru. Like, he looks up to these villains, basically. It's like, that was a ripoff of Kung Fu Panda. They all look up to this one kid, which is Gru. He looks up to all these people, and then he steals one of the things from them, and they're trying to get it back, basically. And then a bunch of shenanigans happen. And to be honest, the Minions were actually the best part about this movie. Yeah, surprisingly. The group the group parts are pretty good. They're okay, but like, yeah, I wish they could have done more with like the Minions and Gru, cause like that would have been way better. But for the most part, it's pretty good. Like, anything that has the Minions in it, it's pretty good. Like the plane scene is pretty cool. It's actually kind of entertaining, and they're not annoying, which is pretty nice. I like that. And I think they're in there for the right amount of time, pretty much. And I think, ironically, the best part about this movie is the Minions, because they're actually, like, not annoying and actually are pretty cool. So, that's cool. The story was pretty good. The story was kind of just basic, but really, like, you're going to a Minions movie to see the Minions. Well, mostly the grandmas, but now, I think we're getting to a point where we're not annoyed by the Minions anymore. In fact, they're cool. I'm gonna say they're amazing. They're, like, honestly, peak cinema. Peak cinema. Just amazing. Better than Godfather, Minions Father. Citizen Kane, Minions Kane. You know, like, screw every single movie that has ever came out in the last 100 years. We have this one. Just amazing. Peak. If I had to give it, like, actual rating, I'd put it at, like, 6.5 to 7. Like, it wasn't bad. It was better than a lot of Illumination movies, but, it's certainly not the best, but it's actually a lot better than, like, I'd say a lot better than the first one. So, that's got something there going for it. The new Minion character just tries to get the stuff back. He's not really that. He's just like everyone else, but with braces, and he looks white, so, yeah, that's basically, what it is. But for the most part, it's actually pretty good. The villain characters aren't really that interesting. I don't really care for them. But for the most part, yeah, it's pretty good. Go watch it. Not the best thing in the world again, but it's a pretty good hour and a half minutes. And it actually kind of just felt like an hour and a half. Like, this is the type of movie where it feels just right there. Like, just an hour and it doesn't feel long. It doesn't feel shorter than it is. It just feels like an hour and a half of fun. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Good movie. 6.5 to 7. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, again, I wish they could have done more with Gru and the minions and kind of build their relationship up. They did kind of have the, like, how things were put together for Despicable Me, which is, for a lot of origin movies, this is actually, like, they actually did somewhat of a good job trying to put things on how they were made, like Dr. Nefario, and how he was just, like, kind of undercover, and, yeah. Oh, well, like, an undercover dude who was into, like, villains and stuff. I like that. But for the most part, they didn't really do much with kind of the origin parts. I wish, again. And, like, Gru's voice is kind of annoying, too. Like, just Gru, when he was little, it's kind of annoying, but he's not really that annoying. He's just a little bit annoying, like, just a tiny bit. But he doesn't distract from anything, and that's good in here. The animation is pretty good, honestly. It's like a lot of Illumination movies. But, yeah, for the most part, pretty good movie. Like, yeah, to be honest. Like, it's, now, like, I've heard of people saying, like, turn your brain off and watch the movie. It's kind of a weak excuse, which it is. But, personally, like, for this movie, I think it works for this one, because it is actually, like, it's actually kind of funny, too. It's not just, like, an excuse like they did with the Thor movie, which I haven't seen yet. Where they're like, oh, you just have to shut your brain off. But it's a Thor movie. Like, that's what we did for Ragnarok, and it was a good movie. So don't make up those excuses, This one, it's the Minions. You're not going to take the Minions seriously. Like, so of course we're going to shut our brains off. So, yeah, honestly, it was pretty good. So, yeah, do whatever. Yeah.